Hey, everybody. Hey, everyone. Can y'all hear me? I'm coming. Just give me 1 second. Y'all mix and mingle. Let me get some music for y'all. I didn't plan on. Whew. Y'all bear with me for a second. Hey, Bambi. Hey, Race Car. Hey, Mike. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Take You. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. Hey, DOD. Okay, Paige. Give me 1 second. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Topaz. Hey. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, Pandy. Hey. Whew. How's everyone doing tonight? Whew. My phone needs to be charged. It has died. How's everyone doing tonight? What's going on with y'all? Have y'all been out Christmas shopping, getting ready for the holidays? I know I was. I was in the mall earlier. Bath and Body Works is having a sale, and it was like $4.95, and that sucker was crowded. I looked at that line and I put every lotion, every body wash I had back. So I know the person who worked at Bath and Body Works is mad at me because I didn't put it back where I found it. I just dropped it. Oh, you at work, Bambi? Oh, Oh, you doing some arts and crafts? I'm doing good, Jazz. How you doing? My phone just died. So y'all gotta bear with me a little bit. I'm trying to get myself together so I can turn. Whew. Yeah, I just don't know. I was running. But I'm glad y'all asked me to go live because I looked at my hours, honey. It looked like I'm a new YouTuber, them hours, honey. Oh, good. Thank you, Kandy. Thank you for being here. Yes, Topaz. I am gonna go online and get those. I sure am. I need to do it before I think midnight or whatever time that sale ends. I need to go ahead on and do it. My girls, they asked me for gift cards. So that's what they're gonna get this year. That's all they want is gift cards. So I'm like, okay, y'all. And my son, he wants money. And he asked me to cash app him. He has his own business. So that's what I be doing. Simple, easy, money, gift cards. We good. Oh, you mean a floating centerpiece? Oh, I can't wait to see that. It is. I know. But I was just trying to get out of there. If you would have seen that line, I apologize to the workers, but I had to I had to go. I looked at that line, I'm like, no ma'am, no sir, no child, no cat, no dog. I cannot do it. I apologize. Oh, she wants some money and a new phone. Yeah. I'm like, woo. Yeah, so but you know, my whole crew, they older. They're in their 20s, so they're lucky that they're getting anything at all. They're in their early 20s. So they lucky that I'm even giving them anything. Shoot, y'all need to be giving me something. My daughter, and actually I'm going to flip this camera around. She brought my granddaughter's Christmas over to my house. So she will not see it. And let me boom. Can y'all see? Can y'all see this? She got an LOL. Hold on. She got an LOL dollhouse for Christmas. Yeah, I look rough. So yeah, so she got a so my granddaughter got a big old LOL dollhouse for Christmas, and she got some more stuff. What is their record, DOD? Because they may go. They may go. Yeah, so that's the gist of, the Christmas that's going on over here. And I'm supposed to be out of town for the holidays. So if I go, then um, we'll be celebrating Christmas on that Monday because I think Christmas is on a Wednesday. Yep, I think Christmas is on a Wednesday. Yeah, but so I did have a question I want to pose to y'all. Oh, 9 and 3. Oh, okay. They are high. They are. And she paid a pretty penny for this dollhouse. It is big and it is heavy. And I guarantee you, because in this room that I am in right now, I use this for their playroom. And if I was to flip it around, you would see nothing but toys. Uh, a vanity set, a cooking set, pretty much whatever toy. Yeah, pretty much whatever toy you could think of. Okay, the question is, okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the scenario. You and your significant other is living together, and y'all not married yet, but y'all just living together. Yeah, I know she paid a pretty penny for this. Y'all just living together. Okay, so y'all already living in sin because you living together. But he do not want to touch you. Would you still marry him? Oh, they're 8 and 4. Oh, okay. And I'm gonna pull up my YouTube so I can see the chat. Would you still marry him? Yeah, they might make it to the playoffs. I don't know. Um, my team will be here tomorrow. You and your ex-husband was celibate before marriage? Jess said, depends. That's a good question. Now, is he doing it out of respect of the temple or something else going down? Well, see, that's a good question because they already have a family. See, I don't know if it's new. DOD said you must have been a virgin. Are you a Packers fan, Mike? I'm a Seahawks fan. Oh, they're playing the Bears. Yeah, the Seahawks is playing the Panthers. See, I don't know if it's a new situation or not. Yeah, see, I don't know. But, it just, just a question because I'm like, well, if we already done went down that road before, why should we wait? You know, I mean, I could see if we wanted to wait, like a few months before we get married or whatever, but like a month before. But if we already done went down that road already before, why should we wait? Yes, go Hawks. Yes, blue and green. Yes, he has. Mm-hmm. Okay, 3 months before you'll take that. Okay, all right, I get that. Yeah. So it's just like just a general question. Cause I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, you got me laying beside you every night. And we just laying here. But I can also too see the respect of the relationship because if you was to go by the Bible, you're really not supposed to do anything before marriage. Okay, welcome back, Paige. Okay, Risk I said I hate it, but I want to try the goods if I have already had it. What's the purpose? Exactly. Because it's like, okay, so if we already done did this, unless you have a mutual agreement to say, no, we're not. Yep, for spiritual, it could be. It could be for spiritual. It could be. And if it is, I respect that because it does say it, in the Bible. So if it is, then I can give that respect. I really can. Yep, I really can. And I asked my guy that, and he was like, I don't know. Go and ask your women friend. I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. Yep, God do speak through people. Sure does. I would need a real reason for the change. Plus, y'all already living on a Yep, sure is. It sure is. Yep. I would I would need a reason as well. What's for the change? And now I could say, I could understand if, it was to say, okay, well, we're not going to do this before marriage, before we take that vow to God. I know that we have in the past, but going forward, we're not going to do that. It does take a lot of discipline. Yep. It really does. It really does. Especially if you have already been down that road before and y'all are and then you're in each other's space and face on a daily basis. So it's like it's hard. Oh, my phone's just turned. Yep. Today's day actually is when I broke. Oh, okay. So, is it something that you wanted? I mean, is it like, okay, was y'all together a while before you broke your celibacy? Or did y'all know each other for a while? That is true. No sin is bigger than the next. Hey, Nicholas, you was never disciplined. Yes, no sin is bigger than the next. It is not. And that is so true. Right? Give me a reason, and then you can respect his decision. But I will be looking sideways, like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. Yeah, give me a reason for the change. Once you give me a reason for the change, then I can respect the reason. I have to respect it. And of course, I'm going to have to respect it in a way. If you say, no, this is not what you want to do, I have to give you the respect because just like the same way women can say no, men can say no as well. So if you're telling me no, then I have to respect that. Whether or not I like it or not, I have to respect it. Yep, I really do. I have to give you that same level of respect that you're giving me. Yeah, so what's going on with y'all tonight? Yeah. But just know, once we say I do, there is no more excuses. Yeah, no, not a whole lot. Yeah, this is just a pop up live in which I really need to start going live more often so I can get my hours. But yeah, it's real quiet tonight. Like I said, I was out shopping earlier. I was at the mall and it is seem like a fad these days. It's um like no one is really honoring marriage anymore. They're not it's like something to do. Almost like we're doing it for the party. And I tell everybody, and this is something that I had to learn for myself. Okay, you're getting married just to say that you're married, just to say that you have a new last name. But if you're not in love with that person, if there's red flags in the relationship leading up to the marriage, um, nobody's gonna have to deal with that but you and that person. Once that dress has been worn for those few hours, 5 to 6 hours, once that cake has been cut, once that meal has been eaten, once the wobble or whatever song that you're using, songs has been danced to, nobody's gonna be there but you and him. So are you doing it because this is someone that you genuinely want to spend the rest of your life with? Or are you doing it because of it's something to do? Hey, treasure, is it something to do just to have a nice party? Let me get back up. Hey, treasure boo. I wasn't disciplined either. It was crazy sleeping next to a boyfriend every night and not being physical, even when I wanted it. So I'm telling you, mm, mm. I think it will intensify it when you finally get together. Oh, okay, yes, it will. Yep, they are infatuated with the thought of a wedding, putting on the dress, and having your good girlfriends standing beside you, and you're having your bachelorette party, and you're taking the pictures, and you're doing all the things leading up to the marriage. People love the wedding. Give me the house and security. I agree. I truly agree with that. If I ever get married with it, it will be something small and intimate. Yeah. It will be. And see, well, I told y'all I was supposed to have gotten married in May of next year, and we put it off. It was going to be something small with about 50 people, intimate, because I have had that big wedding. I have had that big old uh, ball gown dress, 100 plus people. The long veil and the whole bells and whistles and the limousine and all that. I did that, but there really wasn't any happiness. It really wasn't any love. So and that's the reason why I advise people. You can have this big old ceremony, but if there's no happiness and there's no love, There's no marriage. I'm gonna read the chat. Yeah, people have expensive weddings and stay married for 5 seconds. Can't endure the first argument. Exactly, they cannot endure the first argument. They cannot. My cousin got married knowing the last week before it wasn't right. He kept telling me he couldn't stop it because everyone was coming. I begged him to turn it into a party, but he wouldn't. And see, a lot of people, they just want to save face. They just want to save face, even though they know that it's not right. There's red flags in a relationship. You have been caught cheating, or you've been caught doing whatever, or you don't know how to manage your money, or whatever it is. But just to save face, and you don't want to tell people, well, you know what, things just not right. We're just gonna have to hold off. They just go head on through with it. No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that at all. You cannot do that at all. And so it lasted 3 years. And neither one of them, see, they wasn't happy. They was not happy because they did it just for a show. You can't do it for a show. You have to do it out of love. I went to the courthouse and we purchased our first home 21 years later, and I don't regret it. Exactly. And I guarantee you, you saved a whole lot of money, Paige, by just going to the courthouse. I spent, and if y'all was to ask me, where did I get the money from? I cannot begin to tell you. I spent over $10,000 on my first wedding. Back in 2006. I couldn't even tell you where I got that money from. I don't know how I came up with it. Now, mind you, my kids were smaller, so I don't even know how in the world. And I'm like, okay, if I can come up with $10,000 to pay for a wedding, surely I can come up with $10,000 to put into my savings account, to put towards some stocks, to put towards something that's going to give me a return, even though the marriage was supposed to give me a return. But, things happen. People go their own separate ways. But I look at it as, well, if I came up with that kind of money then, I should be able to come up with that kind of money now. I'm going to do a birthday bash renewal. Oh, wow. Make sure you send me an invite. Give me the house and the security as well. Exactly, Treasure. You did a big wedding. I say go to the courthouse and do a vow renewal. I agree with that. Because, nobody's going to remember that dress. Nobody's going to remember the cake. None of that. Now, those memories are good. The pictures are good. And to each his own. But at the end of the day, after everything has been done, it's still going to be you and your partner. Let me see. I'm gonna read these comments. I hate to say it, but everybody I know who had a giant, beautiful wedding, besides older people, are separated and divorced. Yep. I had a huge wedding, got a divorce. Yep. Take their time and build a friendship. I totally agree with that. Ooh, I spent 16. 3 months later, wow. You spent $25 on the license, and that was about it. See, look at that. See, and you know what? A lot of people that I know who kept it simple, got married at the courthouse, is still together till this day. Everybody that kept it simple is still together. Yeah, they do have a false idea of marriage. They really do. Paige, I paid 25 so I could say I married him. Right, Scott? Everyone now and again, I have a conversation with my husband about his idea of marriage is and what I believe. Marriage is sometimes we aren't on the same page. Yep. And sometimes you're not going to be on the same page. Sometimes you're not. But, and that's where communication comes in at. Because without communication, you have to be able to communicate with your partner. And it's very, very important. Communication is very important. People consistently change, so we have to be flexible and understand the other's point of view. That is so true. That is so true. Because we are changing. Because I'm pretty sure, Paige, you or your husband are not the same people that you were when you first got married. And so that's where, yeah, communication is very important. Yep. They lack relationships. Yep. Communication is the key. That is the key. And that's what I told my guy. I'm like, if we can't communicate, we don't have anything. We don't have nothing. If we cannot talk to each other, we don't have anything. Because communication is the key. Because I got to be able to tell you, look, I don't like this. Let's sit down and talk about it. You made me feel like this. Or if I made you feel like that. Bambi, don't be afraid. You have to allow yourself time to heal. You got to listen as well for the other part. Once you allow yourself time to heal, then you will be able to allow yourself to love. Sometimes it's better not to date. Yeah. Hey, Shonaf. How you doing? Thank you for joining us this evening. Ben, that's because you are a wonder butterfly. Go into your cocoon and heal, and you will be available to love someone. I totally agree with that, Paige. I totally agree with that. Because once I went through my separation and divorce, I really did enjoy that time together. And Bambi spoke of that on her live the other day. I really enjoyed that time because it allowed me to heal. It allowed me to get find out who this Kandy is at this age that we got separated and divorced. It allowed me to enjoy life without having to, okay, well, think about this other person. And I was so much more happier. Not to say that I'm not happy now, but I was so happy. The freedom of, not having the stress of that relationship. And it was so wonderful. Let God give you someone. Don't rush love. It's there always. I totally agree. I totally agree, Mike. I totally agree. I want a nice wedding on the beach. It doesn't have to be big because big weddings are enjoyed by the audience. I just want something nice, simple, but cute. Marriage is a lot of give and take. I totally agree with that, Treasure. I totally agree. Something simple and beautiful. Keep it intimate. You don't need because your third cousin on your mama's side, people that you ain't seen since your childhood or since your baptism. You're inviting all these people just to eat up your food because you got to pay for that plate. That's if you're doing a catered, or if you're doing, a potluck wedding, and everybody fix something to bring it. Hey, to each his own. I ain't knocking nobody's budget, but just to have the people there, it's best just to keep it intimate and simple. It takes time to heal. It sure does. It sure does. We have to recognize the growth and development, evolution, and change that happens. Rarely are we able to do that. I pushed my wedding back to make sure that we all the way ready. And that's what I did too, Treasure. I have some things next year that I am working on. So, okay, thank you, Kandy. And so, I pushed that back as well. A nice picnic between the two of you on the beach with a candlelight dinner and soft music. Oh, yes. I totally agree with that, Mike. Yeah. And you can have something simple and personal with just you and him. Because ultimately, it is just you and that person. You and him, you and her, that is going to be in this. Bambi, well, you're starting a new journey. Okay, you're talking to Bambi. Yep, enjoy, embrace it, Bambi. Embrace this freedom. Embrace the time that you have, and when the time is right, you will know. Gosh darn, I want to have a wedding. I have a bigger goal, so a wedding is on the back burner. Yes, yes. It takes a long time to learn a person and God. 2 years to learn someone. That's what God wants. 2 years at least. Yeah, and you know what? I agree with that, Mike. I feel like it shouldn't take you a long time to know whether or not you want to be with a person or not. It shouldn't take you 5 years and 10 years and 20 years and 25. It shouldn't take you that. Okay, the first year, we're getting to know each other. By that second year, that person's true colors is going to really show themselves. So they're going to show you who they are. So I feel like it shouldn't take 5 and 10 and 15, 20 years to know whether or not you want to be with that person. It doesn't. Especially as you get older. I don't have another 25 years to figure out whether or not I want to be with you. In 25 years, I'm be, ooh, I'm going to be nice and seasoned. I can tell you that. I don't have that time to try to figure out whether or not this is what we want to do. Trisha, I was married 20 years before I understood my husband. Yeah, back in the day, they stayed together for like 20, 25 years, never got married. But, mom and dad lived together, but they was never married, but they was together. Mom and daddy was in the same household together, but Daddy never put a ring on mom's finger, but they was together. Hey, Shin. Hey, boo. After 2 years, you wasting my time. Mm-hmm. It annoys and frustrates me that I didn't get to tell my side of things. I will eventually. I don't want to be emotionally driven, but tactfully done. I totally agree with you, Bambi. I totally agree with you because you have to be able to tell your side of the story, and we cannot let someone else um, dictate how our story should go. I totally agree with that. Oh, thank you, Shan. Thank you for coming. Yeah, we started talking about marriage and relationships and how long you think that you should be with a person before you get married, and we just was talking about that. And it started off as would you marry a person if y'all already live together and that person decides that they want to wait before they get married, even though you have already done, you know, y'all have already did the mambo, but the other partner, your partner decided, okay, well, I just want to wait before we get married, even though y'all gonna be getting married soon. Um, would you be okay with that? There was a lot of emotional abuse. Yes, it was. It was. And Bambi, the way that that situation played out, I do not agree with that situation at all. I do not agree with that situation at all. Um, are we doing it for a click and a view? Or are we doing it for what? Because I tell everybody, I see this as entertainment. I see this as, at the end of the day, these, not to say everybody, but majority of these people that's behind their avatars, they don't care uh, uh, about your real life. So why would you bring it on here? So are we doing it for? I mean, what was the point of doing that? Bambi, the truth will always prevail. The more the talk, the more the lies will stop. That is so true. That is so true, Shan. If you're already living together and he still wants to stay single, then we have a problem. There's a reason why, and I need to know. Well, no, he wants to get married. He just don't want to have sex until marriage. But blew my phone up. See, don't do that. That's because you knew you was in the wrong. You knew you was in the wrong, so now you want to talk about it. No, don't do not embarrass me in public and try to apologize to me in private. We're not doing that. You embarrass me in public, you're going to apologize in public. I think a romantic dinner is a spaghetti with meatballs, Parmesan cheese, garlic bread, breadsticks, and some red wine. After that, the rest is cuddle and look up at the stars and some slow dancing. Ooh, yes. See, that's what I'm talking about, Mike. It doesn't take a whole lot. It does not take a whole lot. You can have a nice romantic date in the house or wherever without spending a whole lot of money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, love. And I always say we should never stop dating. We should never stop. We should never stop. Because once you stop dating and once you stop, um, keeping that spark in the relationship, then that's when, it start falling apart. Right, Candy, I agree with that. You're not going to drag me through the streets and think that I'm going to forgive you because I love you. I love and loved you. That is so true, Shan. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do me like that. If you embarrass me in public, you're going to apologize to me in public. Now, if it happened in private, then you can apologize to me in private. But don't try to embarrass me and make it everyone else's business. Now I can ask you, is he hold down on sex to grow spiritually? Could he be seeking guidance from God and gaining his blessing? It could be, Paige. It very well could be. It very well could be. You have to date, laugh, and enjoy each moment. That is so true. Can't love someone that doesn't love you the same way. That is so true, Mike. You cannot. Yep, embarrass me in public also shows the lack of respect. Respect me first and love me second. That is so true, Shan. That is the gospel truth. Because respect me, because how can you love me if you do not respect me? You can't. If it's spiritually thing, she better follow him. He's being led. That's so true. And that's so true. He is leading. And so and because he's the man, you know, she needs to follow. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I agree with that. And it very well could be. It very well could be. I totally agree. Yep. I totally agree. But yeah, you have to respect me. You really do. And I say respect is a two-way street. I mean a street. You go down it, you go up it, you gotta come back down. And the same way I give you respect, you have to give it back to me. Yeah, don't forget about my thumbs up, y'all. Mm-hmm. Let the relationship move naturally. I think that my closet moments with God is when my sin load is low. Perhaps fornication is a stronghold because he's preparing to deny the flesh to become a better. Oh, yeah. And that, you know what, Paige? I think that's what it is. It could be. He's denying the flesh. I mean, the flesh. What? Y'all forgive me, honey. It's late. Yeah, like this video and share it out. Yep, that is so true. Because, that flesh is weak. Chill. It's weak. But once you deny it, thank you, Kandy. My cousin told me a long time ago that he would rather have respect in a relationship than love. I told her I didn't agree. At the time, I just couldn't understand where she was coming from. Yeah, and see, and that's why I'm viewing it. But now I'm going through some things. I couldn't agree more. That is so true, Shan. And she was telling you the truth. It starts off with respect. Communication is the foundation. Then we're going to build this house with respect. And then we're going to add on everything else onto it to make this beautiful home that we're going to have together. Pace, I'm greedy. I want both. Yep. And we're going to build upon that. Yep. So, do y'all have another topic that y'all want to talk about, or are y'all enjoying this topic? Because we can move on to something else. Let me see. They go hand in hand. They do. Yep. Love isn't enough. You gotta respect me, not only as your partner, but as a person. Show me respect. Respect will make you love, and love will make you respect. I totally agree, Bambi. That is so true. That is so true. I totally agree. I totally agree. I'm so happy I went live. I really am. Being greedy can tear a relationship apart, swallow the pride of all of us that has to. Yeah, no, you can't be greedy. You can't be greedy. You can't be selfish in a relationship. You cannot. It cannot be the team me. Once you get into a relationship and into a marriage, it's not, it is no longer me, it's us. And you cannot be the team of me. It has to be us. No, it cannot be. Mm-mm. I was just about to type that. Thank you. Yeah, I just went into Jazz Chat and, I was sitting on the side of the bed and I was like, because I kept playing around with going live. This is second Saturday that I played around with going live. And I'm so happy that I did. This is second Saturday. I need to stop just questioning it and just go ahead on and hit that live button and just be done with it. We got to run up these hours. But I am enjoying this conversation. I am enjoying each and every one of y'all. Oh, this is so good. This is real good. Yeah, but do y'all have another topic that y'all want to talk about, or do y'all want to stay on this relationship? God has covered me with so many queens. I'm so thankful and grateful. Y'all have no idea. Oh, it's grown and mature. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. I don't know a lot, but you know, the knowledge that I have, I don't mind sharing it. I said I was going to stay in the bushes, and I feel too, but I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad you came in. Before we decide to get married, we should get rid of I. That's so true. That's so true. That is so true. You have to get rid of I. Yes, I'm so glad that I met y'all. Y'all are awesome women. Oh, I am so blessed to have y'all in my life. Y'all just don't know. I spoke of it in on Bambi's live about, and we're not gonna shed tears, but how meeting everybody has helped me with my healing process. It doesn't matter how long a person has been gone. Every day you're healing, and meeting y'all has really helped me. And I really do love and appreciate y'all. I really do. It's not just one person in it, it's both of you has that relationship that goes 50-50 for it to work. That's so true, Mike. A relationship is 50-50. You can't just give, or take. It has to be a balance of both. A lot of people have difficulty communicating to others because they can't commit to themselves. That is so true. If you don't know yourself, you can't commit to somebody else, because love starts with self first. You have to love yourself first before you can love someone else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And understanding that there are times where you will put in 90 and your partner put in 10, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. No, it's not about the money, because y'all may have a time where y'all gonna hit a hard time. Um, you know, what you gonna do? Not to say that everybody does, but it may come a time where you may hit a patch in the road. You know, excuse me, you or the other person may lose their job. What you gonna do? You or the other person may get sick. What are you gonna do? Allow each other wiggle room to grow, evolve, develop, and change. That is so true, because you're going to change over time. The person that you were before is not going to be the same person that you are 5, 10, 15 years, because we was younger and our thought process was different then. This thing called life delivers some tough blows. It sure does. There's a right and a wrong in all things in life. I totally agree. Trials will definitely teach you about the other's hun. Mm-hmm. Being be true, that means that your relationship is living, and all things that cease to grow is dead. I can pretty much forgive anything but infidelity. Yeah, I mean, Bambi, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Because whenever you go step outside of the relationship. I cannot agree with that. And y'all know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. It's funny that we're talking about this because I was thinking about titling, doing a live tomorrow, which I'm still going to do it, but I was going to do a clickbait, and I was going to say, I said yes, and my thumbnail was going to be a wedding picture. It's funny how things line up. It is real funny. Yep, you have to make yourself happy before you can make anyone else happy. And I could tell, because I share a little bit, and I don't mind sharing. What turned me away from my first marriage was the biggest thing was I had to have surgery. And because I had to have surgery, um, I had my surgery and I came home. And if you're not there to help take care of me, why are we married? And that right there, it just turned me away from the whole relationship because when I needed you the most, you wasn't there. Um, I found out that me and anesthesia does not work well together, with which most women it does not. Anesthesia does not work well with women. So I was very sick. I'm talking about sick, sick, sick. And I mean, I just can't understand how. And everybody does not like, excuse me, I hope no one's eating. No, everybody does not like vomit. But for you to know that I have had surgery on my leg and you put a bucket of water beside my bed and my young teenage daughter has to fix me something to eat so I can be able to take my pain medicine. Mm, I can't I can't get down with that. And so that right there just turned me away. It turned me away because it showed me that if I was to ever get sick, would you really be there for me? And when you say your vows, you say for better, for worse, for sickness and in health. I was sick. I was sick. I had surgery that I had to have in order to be able to walk. And this how you want to do me? Yeah. Y'all hang on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Whew. Let me catch up back up in the chat. Um, let me see. Um, Okay. Kinship TPH. I had to teach my husband how to be a nurturer because some men aren't raised to be empathetic towards women's needs. Some men doesn't understand when she is sick or hurting. And you know what, Paige? You know, I can agree with you on that because um, he lost his mom at a young age. So I could see that. I really could. Your mom needs to be in this chat. She needs to be confident because so my husband wasn't that way until I showed him how I felt when he got sick. After that, he was completely different. Hmm. And that is true because, sometimes the way that, you know, the way that he was raised or however his childhood was, he may not have seen that. My mom has. My mo- my husband has his mom. He still was empathetic. Mm. And and most men are not. Most men are not. Most men are not. But I mean, I guess my Gemini side of me, it just don't do me like that because I wouldn't do you like that. Mm-mm. Yep. I can't stress it enough. We are made up of trauma. Mm-hmm. We are. We are. Oh, see, and that right there. And because I have a son, a lot of times us as mothers, that's what we do. Because I know I have done it to my son. Some of the stuff that I allowed him to get away with whenever he was younger, I wouldn't dare allow my daughters to get away with it. Some men have a hard time dealing with their own feelings and emotions, so they struggle with dealing with yours and how they make them feel. Mm-hmm. I try to combine the traumas of two persons. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that trauma. Ooh. See, that's why we need to do another panel. Some men aren't taught to express their feelings, and when they are hurting, which creates a man who can express. That's how they. Yeah, and that's so true because you know, whenever they are young, we tell them, "Don't cry, man up. You better not cry. You better not cry. Wipe it off. Don't cry. Man up, man up." No, allow your son to cry. Allow your son to express his emotions. Yep, time to heal and think ahead. Okay, we can make it happen again. But your son can hurt. Mm-hmm. But that's what, a lot of people do to their sons. You tell them, don't cry. Don't cry. You better man up. You better man up. You better not cry. or you better not do this, or you better not do that. Because if he cries, if he shows emotions, oh, you're weak, you're a sissy, you're this, you're that. No, he's human, he's a person. My ex couldn't hear what I was saying because he couldn't handle the pain and the guilt he felt from knowing he hurt me. So he would apologize to try to move on without us discussing the problem. Yeah, and you know what, Shannon? A lot of people do that. A lot of men does. We, I apologize to you, so we're good. No, I have to tell you the reason why you hurt me. You made me feel like this. When you said that, it made me feel like that. We have to talk about it because if you keep on sweeping it under the rug, that dirt is going to keep on piling up. It's going to keep on piling up, and that rug is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you can't keep sweeping it under the rug. You have to deal with it, sweep it up, talk about it, and dispose of it. Yes, I gotta check when I get off to make sure that I hug this channel as well. A lot of men has displaced anger and become toxic for all those around him. So we won't ever resolve our issues, and now we're no longer see because it was never resolved. It was never solved at all. Y'all just kept on sweeping it under the rug, kept sweeping it under the rug, and it was never solved. We have to have a guilty conscience to be a human of both sexes. Yep, we do. Yep, nope, not everyone has a conscience. Not everyone. Not everyone, but you have to deal with that problem. Because if you never deal with a problem, no matter what it is, relationship, no matter what the problem is, if you never deal with it and if you never take care of it, it's just going to keep on growing and growing and growing. And eventually it's going to explode. And when that thing explodes, wow. Mike, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here with us tonight and joining in on the conversation. I really do appreciate you. What's the biggest issue with people is we are not breaking generational curse. Oh, Paige, that is so true. We have to break the shackles that were placed on us before we ever knew who we was. Yes, that is so true. Those generational curses, they are something else and they have to be broken. They really do. Mama was single, grandma was single, great grandma was single, everybody ran off their man, or we all got pregnant at a young age, or whatever it was, or we all dealt with alcoholism, or whatever it is. It has to be broken. It has to be broken. We have to look at the generations before us and see where the issue lies and say, I'm better than this. That is so true, Paige. We do. Things like this happen for a good reason, I believe. Mike, I totally agree. I totally agree. I think everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by chance. Everything has a reason. It's a reason so we can learn, grow. Maybe it's a message to somebody in the bushes that may need to hear it. Everything happens for a reason because I had no plans on going live. And even last weekend, I had no plans, but everything happens for a reason. I'm so happy that I did. I really am. Okay, Shan. Let's see. We have to look at the okay. So, nothing happened by chance. They can't be broken because they cannot speak to the spirit that is behind that generational curse. Yep. Now we cannot, but we don't know what the spirit is to pray against. I work in a dictionary. You'll be surprised how many mothers and babies. See, and it goes back. It goes back. It goes all the way back. Yep, it did, Mike. It happened for a reason. It happened for a reason, and that's why I said, it's a message that needed to come across to someone because I was in Jazz Live and I dropped down and spoke, and I was asked to go live, and I thought about it earlier today. I set up to go, and then I deleted and I set up again. But I'm a firm believer that this message needed to be delivered to someone. They may not be in the chat or in the bushes right now, but they may hear it later on. And I do believe everything happens for a reason. For instance, it's not that Muhammad got pregnant young, it's because the spirit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I agree, Bambi. That's so true. That is so true. But sometimes we need to, you will see generations of women leaning on the government for assistance. And when the threat of being kicked off, they'll have another child. And then they'll have children. And they'll do the same. Yes. Yes. And that's so true. Because you will see in a housing complex, government housing, you will see the grandma got an apartment, the mom got an apartment in the same complex. And now I saw this as a child. You will see the grandma have an apartment, then the mama have an apartment, and then the daughter get pregnant and she'll move and she'll get her an apartment. But see, the way that the system has changed, it doesn't make it easy like that anymore. You can't just like go say, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep on just producing, so I don't have to get a job. I don't have to, you know, get an education. Yep, that is so true. Yep. And I saw that as a child. It's like everybody has an apartment. The grandma, the mama, and then now the daughter. Here she come. She got an apartment. Yep. Then which creates a crab and a barrel mentality when when one escapes the system of the curse. Exactly. Exactly. My mom used to say, um, you get welfare to help you, and then eventually you need to say farewell. to the welfare. You can't just live off the system. Sometimes, hey Riri, hey boo. Sometimes you may need a little help to get you over that hump, but that does not mean that you need to stay there. How you doing, Riri? Yeah, and she would say that all the time. She said, welfare's there to help you, but then eventually you got to say farewell. That, yep. I'm doing good. Doing good. We've been in here talking about relationships, and now we're talking about generational curses. And so that's just the gist of what we got going on tonight. My cousin used it. Went to college, graduated, and didn't look back. Became my homeowner and all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what it was designed for. It was designed to. Now, I don't want to knock anybody, and I put the disclaimer out. I don't want to knock anybody that is on it or using it or had to use it, because I've been there before. I don't want to knock anybody. That's not what I'm doing. You use it what it is designed for. Use it to, get you over the hump and become, a better you. Because like I said, I've been down that road. I have 4 children. And so I lived, I had to depend on the system at one point in time. But then I used it for what it was designed for. And I said bye-bye. I know, right? And they ain't even holding a gun to me tonight. I'm rolling. I ain't even bothered to look at the time. I'm in it. I am in it tonight. Thank you, Riri. Yep, always help yourself, because God always help yourself before God helps you. Kandychelle, the issue with people is parental first relationships we all have is with our parents, whether it's natural or adoptive. A lot of these bonds and relationships are broken before we. That's true. Yep. That's so true. That's so true. Ooh, this life is good tonight. I am enjoying myself. This is so good. Yep. But you have to use it for what it was designed for. And like I said, I don't want to alienate anyone, because I have been down that road. And I'm thankful that it was there for me when I needed it, when I needed help with childcare and things of that nature. I'm so glad that it was there for me to be able to use it and to get what I need and move on. You sure is. We're coming out of the house of Bambi. We're coming out of the house of dough. Never rush anything. Just let it flow. and it will fall into place slowly, but it will happen. Yep, that is so true. That is so true. Yes, it is. It will happen. Yes, you use it temporarily. Yep. It's all crutches are supposed to be used for. That is so true. Yep. Yep. A crutch is supposed to be used temporarily. It's not supposed to, you're not supposed to continue to lean on it and use it to help you. Use it so you can get stronger. And that's what I did. I used it to help me get stronger to get to where I needed to be. Once I got to where I needed to be, I never looked back. And we look at the Erickson model of development, trust versus mistrust was not understood until I had a son. Mm, I need to look at that model. I need to take a look at that. I need to take a look at that. That's good. Mm, I'm gonna look that up after this live. I sure am. I am going to look that up. People say let the baby cry, but when some do it, it develops a distrust between the baby and the parent. However, when that child initial needs are met, they pass that phase. Mm, mm. So, so you're saying letting the baby cry? So should you have one child? Mm. I have a high post bed in my room. My son at 3 saw my daughter in the doorway and jumped out the bed. So he trusted she would catch him, and she did. Wow. Because he had developed that trust in her. He knew that if I was to jump, she would catch me. So he finished that debate. That's good. That is deep. He believed that. Mm, and that right there developed his trust issues because he knew that she would not let him fall. Yep. And when he learned to ride his bike, he trusted that we would not. And that is so true. And that goes throughout life. I won't let you fall as you riding through life. Mm, I like that. Oh, I like that. Yes, and if you build trust at an early age, you can identify it later on. That is so true. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you got to build that trust because that's at an early age. That's where the foundation of trust starts at. Mm-hmm. This is so good. Sometimes you have to fall to pick yourself up to get stronger as well, but in the right though. That's true. That's true. You do have to fall sometimes. And that's how you learn. Okay, I fail. Um, you know, I miss I misused my money. And because I misused it, instead of me doing what I was supposed to do with it, I misused it. So, you're gonna fall by, so you paying that bill, whatever the bill is, may get cut off or whatever, but you learn, okay, well, you know what? I know now that I cannot do that anymore. I have to make sure that I take care of this before I do anything else. I didn't understand that in the psyche while learning, but I hadn't gone to his stages of development as a Maslow. Hmm. Paige, you deep. I'm about to drop the link and have you join me. I sure am. I am about to drop the link and have you join me. Yeah. Psyche gives us so much understanding. It does. It really does. It really does. It gives us so much understanding. Look at me. Up in here almost 2 hours. Go girl. Go girl. We about to ride this out until the wheels fall off. That's okay. Sometimes it have to be like that because as we know, not everyone can understand the same thing because it takes longer for us to understand these things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so true, Mike. That is so true. This is so good. That is so true. So we done talked about relationships. We done talked about marriage. We done talked about trust. We touched on generational curses. That time go by so fast as heck when the chat is engaged. That's when I tell you. Yes, I know. I'm gonna start hitting that sucker. We about to have us some good old conversations because this is so good. I am enjoying this. Hmm. It does go by so fast. So I'm a little like, what? What? But I'm enjoying y'all company. I'm thanking y'all for being here with me tonight. Y'all could have been in anyone else's chat, but because y'all decided to be with me, I count it a blessing. I really do. Mm-hmm. A mature conversation. A mature, get that like button blue. I know that's right. Turn that like button blue. I ain't looked to see how many. I got 7 likes. Yeah, turn that like button blue. Yep. So let's see. I am we're going to be doing our oh, I done lost my train of thought. See, that's that old age. Our darn. Bambi, help me out. Our vision boards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Our vision boards. I almost got everything that I need. Um, So we're gonna be doing our vision boards. Let's see, we're gonna be doing them like right after Christmas, like that weekend before the New Year. So we're gonna get ready and we're gonna do our vision boards. If you want to join in on the vision board, um, get your materials together, and we're going to do our vision boards. Um, or you can do a journal or whatever, but we're going to do that because we got to write the vision because 2020, ooh, it's going to be powerful. Yes, definitely enjoying the grown and sexy vibe up in here. Thank you, Pandy. Yeah, Pandy, this is pretty much how we do. We just mature conversation. We talk about life, issues that's going on in the world. Hmm. I need to do mine. I'm so excited about the next few years. A lot of change, but for the best. Yes, yes. I am looking forward to 2020. I was looking forward to 2019. I know that wonderful things are going to come forth in 2020. Yep, they are looking for a safe. Yep, they are. But it's right here in the sweet spot, right here, judgment free zone. And y'all know you're free to say what you want to say without any judgment. Just be respectful. Oh, thank you, Mike. Yep. Yeah, you have been busy, Pandy. You really have. I know that you up on that road to 1K. I looked at your numbers the other day, and I see you. You right there. So if you don't have Pandy, grab her up and grab up Jess Bambi. If you like the conversation in my chat, you'll definitely love hers as well. You will definitely love hers. We was over there this week. We talked about everything. Oh, it was powerful. It was powerful. This is a comfortable zone. Yes, it does feel like I have been knowing you for a long time, Paige. It really has. It's slowly inching up. Well, we gotta get you there. We gotta get you over that hump. We gotta get you right there at that 1K. Cause you right there at it. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's funny. It's funny how I got my 1K. Well, I hit 1K twice. But because you know I was networking. And so I was like right there at that 1K mark. And I ended up in a live, and no one in that chat spoke English. One thing I could keep on hearing the girl say, candy, candy, candy. That's all I could understand was candy. The next thing I know, someone in the chat who spoke a little bit of English said, "Congratulations." I said, "Congratulations." I looked at my numbers. I said, I did it. And it was funny. Of course, it didn't stick. So I went over to Chef and more, and then I hit my 1K again. And I love her for that. I love Chef and more. I really do. Yes, we all mesh well together, and that's a beautiful thing. Oh, you close too, Bambi? Oh, yeah, well, I got to get both of y'all. We got to get both of y'all there. And Riri. We need to get Riri there as well. Child, we all need to hit that 1K club. And then we need to become monetized. Now y'all gonna have to push me because, honey, my hours are looking. Oh, well, we're not gonna talk about that, but we're all gonna become a part of the monetization club. Okay, Mike. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you later. Oh, you been grinding over in the Philippines? Yeah, I think that's where I was at. Them Philippines. Just keep going live. And I am. I am, Riri. I am. I sure am. Those Philippines, that get you there. Thanks, and I can't wait. Yep. One good video and I get, yep. That's all I need. I just need one good video. But I'm going to keep on going live. I have to. I really do. Yeah. And that's what I need to do. I need to start doing it more so I can get more comfortable with it. Yeah, I get more comfortable with doing it. And, just asking y'all what y'all want to see. Oh, thank you, Paige. Yeah, but them Philippine chats, they'll get you there, Pandy. Because I think that's where I was at. I think I was in when I didn't understand nothing they were saying. It was like da 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 candy, da 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 candy, da da candy, and I was like, what? Until somebody said, "Oh, congratulations," and then that's when I realized we're here with you, even if it's just me and you. Oh, Bambi, thank you. Okay, do a quiet live with I thought about doing it, and I might do one tonight. Yep. Yep, Pandy, that's true. They all do not stick. And that's the reason why I I hit 1K twice. I know that evening when I went to Chef and Moore's live on my home screen, excuse me, it was showing one thing, but my analytics, it was showing another. So I think it was showing like 101, but my analytics was showing like 989 or 990 or whatever it was. It wasn't showing that 1K. Mm-hmm. I was a hood moderator. Yep, I was a hood moderator. Ooh, that taught me a lot. Whew, I can tell you that. It taught me a lot. I can say that. But everything happens for a reason, and everything's a learning lesson. It really is. Everything's a learning lesson. Yep, a hood moderator. I almost had flashbacks the other day. I was like, Bambi, don't do me like that. Yeah, the good side will teach anybody a lot. And see, without that experience, it wouldn't have taught me how to be the type of YouTuber I am now. Yep, that is. That's how we found each other. You would have been folded. Yeah, because I was told if I ever get caught yelling at the computer screen, then I just need to log off. I need to log off. But that side taught me. It taught me how to, you know, build a channel. It showed me because everything happens for a reason, and in that reason is always a lesson. And so I'm grateful for that lesson, no matter how it had to come. I'm so grateful because um, I don't even think that I probably um, it was a part of me starting my channel. I told you I initially started it to document me getting married, the whole marriage process, but eventually end up evolving into something else. Yeah, Paige. But you know what? Um, you gotta just go ahead on and do it. Once you heal, go ahead on and do it because um, it you have a voice and the people needs to hear it. To you, yeah. I'll show you how to edit. Y'all know me. I edit a video down. I would edit it down. Thank you. Yep, I would throw some stuff up on there. Now this last video I did, I didn't do too much editing skills because it was pretty much a story, and so I really didn't have to really do much because I was just um, telling what Malik did. I mean, not Malik, Khalil did, and then I was adding my personal experience of being a mom onto what he did. So I didn't do too much editing. Yeah, I would, I'll throw some editing up on there. Sure will quickly. I turn a whole bunch of pictures into a whole production. Um, I think it would take away from my yeah. You know, I it all depends because see, whenever you do an upload, you don't need to edit that because you're just talking. So unless you are really doing like yeah, I don't think you really need to. Now, if you want to take your video of you offering, your motivational whenever you're talking and giving us that good word, if you want to add an intro and an outro to that, then you can. Then you can. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think it would take it away. I agree with you, Riri. I don't think. Do you have a I need to look back over there. The intros and outros take away from the content. Sometimes it can. Sometimes it can. Especially that's the reason why I try not to do too much intros and outros now, because I know me personally, that's me personally. Sometimes your a person intro could be so long that I'm like, okay, when is the video gonna start? But I think it's all a personal opinion. I did do an intro on my last video, but I did not do an outro. And actually, and most of the time I don't. No, it don't. If it's long, yeah. Yeah. If it's a long video, it will. It stops you from watching a video in full. Yeah, well, sometimes, especially if it's long, if it's a long video, most of the time, and I mean, I know for me personally, I may, because my videos are like most of the time on a minute or two. So I know for me personally, I may throw an intro and an outro on it because it just give me um, more time. It may give me a minute or 2 minutes. That's why I do it versus a couple of seconds. And for me personally, that's why I do it. Yeah, mine is too. Yeah, so I know for me personally, that's the reason why I do it. I do it because most of the time my videos are like only like maybe, if I didn't add that intro to it, it'll probably be like um 46 or 56 seconds or 58 or however it is. It would definitely not be long at all. So that's why I, whenever I do, but lately I the intro that I have on that last video, I've been just using that like if I'm just like talking. Well, I'm gonna start using it like if I'm talking and telling a story or something like that, just to add a little bit more time to it. Especially because I was told if I want to be monetized, I need to start making my videos longer, because I was told, they need to be able to put the commercials, the ads in my videos. I use Canon Masters. That's who I use. And they super easy. Super, super easy to use. Hey, Hair Trigger. How you doing? Yep. You doing okay tonight? You beat Ansanya. Yep. So this was so good. This was so good. Yeah, hair trigger beat Insania. He said he always beat her. Yeah, this was a good live. Let's see. We're gonna recap. We talked about marriage. We talked about generational curses. We talked about relationships. This was wonderful. We don't have anything else. Y'all know we about to start having. Look, they go Insania. He only beat you because he hid your phone. Yes, this was good. Yeah, he cheating. He cheating. He sure is. He cheating. Yeah, this is an awesome live. Yeah, because I was like, let me throw out this scenario and get everyone's perspective on it. And it was good to have Mike in here because he was able to give us a male's point of view. And she had hair trigger, be nice. Hey Spencer. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're just winding down. Yeah, I agree with you, Pandy. Cause honey, a sister sure do need it. Okay, I sure will. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I said, let me just throw this out there and see how people come, hit it and see because, it's always good. And so, me personally, it will be hard to be with the other person, um, especially after we done did, did the grown up things. But I would respect their wishes and I would respect, you know, them as long as they're giving me a valid reason. Thank you, Paige. Yes, I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I thank everyone for joining me tonight. Like I said, y'all could have been anywhere else, but because y'all decided to join me tonight, I really do um, count it an honor and a privilege. I thank each and every one of y'all. I want y'all to continue to have an amazing evening. I will be back tomorrow. I did say that my time was going to be 5 o'clock. I will be back tomorrow, and we will have another great conversation. I want y'all to have an amazing evening. Remember, life is short. Make it sweet. I love each and every one of y'all. I love you too, Bambi, Pandy, Paige. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful evening. Mwah.